Alright, what's up everybody out there? How y'all doing? Hope you guys doing alright. Aaron here. And another deck profile I got for you guys. Alright. Have you ever thought of making a deck where you can do two things into one? Okay, yeah, we know that. But I'm talking about playing from the extra deck. Two things into one. Not just, you know, like a just synchro deck. And the number one thing all you're going to be doing is synchro. If you're going to play fusion, all you're doing is fusion. Link, all you're doing is linking. But my number one thing I love to do is synchro. My second thing I like to do is fuse. Now, I found a deck where you can synchro and fuse on the exact same turn. Think of that. You synchro and you fuse in one turn. Not like in one turn you're going to synchro and then your next turn you're going to fuse. Or you go the opposite way. Your first turn you're going to fuse, second turn you're going to synchro. No, I'm talking about that one turn. Just one turn you're going to synchro and fuse the exact same time. There's a deck to do it. And that's using the Earthbound Immortals. New support came out for this deck because we've been waiting for like years. Because when it first came out, of course, yeah, the Earthbound Immortals came out when it came to 5Ds, when it came down to the Dark Signers. All they had was just the Earthbound. All we had was the Earthbound Immortals. We had nothing else. Of course, the rule of Earthbound Immortals, you must have a field spell on the field. Does not matter whether if you have one or your opponent has one. You can only have one on the field. And of course, the Earthbound Immortals had effects, and all Earthbound Immortals can attack directly. That's all we had. But later on, years later, we got support for the Earthbound Immortals. Also with the Earthbound Immortals, the new support have fusion monsters, synchro monsters, and a lot of tuners in here. So, what I've been trying to figure out is, okay, pretty much, if you saw like the Exo Sisters, what I did, yeah, there were only a bit of Exo Sisters, and then what else did I put with it? Kaiju. This deck is going to be the exact same thing because I've been like wondering what can work with the Earthbound Immortals, because you're barely going to have a little lineup of the Earthbound Immortals, and then what else can you possibly put in that's going to work for me? And then this deck is, a friend told me about this deck. Since he knows I like to synchro and fuse, why not do this? So he did this, and he told me, make your own, but go what's gonna work for you. There are some tech cards in here, and there is one other card in here that I love to do, and I love to play, and I'm gonna show you in a bit. So this Earthbound Immortal deck is going to let you fuse and synchro on the exact same turn, which is interesting. So further ado, here we go. So then, Earthbound Prisoner Groundkeeper. It is a tuner. Level 1, but here's how it goes. When you normal or special summon him, you can special summon a level 5 or lower Earthbound monster from your deck to the field, or even in your graveyard. That's what's interesting about it. Also, you cannot special summon for the rest of the turn except Earthbound monsters, which is most likely you're going to have in here. And then only once per turn you can do this effect. So you're level 1, and this is when you're going to play 1 for 1 in here as well. This is going to help you get 1 for 1. Because remember, yes, I just said normal or special, you special summon one. Then you got the Earthbound Prisoner Stone Sweeper. 2 effects. First, if you want to, you can discard this card and then add 1 level 3, discard of the graveyard, add a level 3 or lower tuner monster which is your groundkeeper, and then here's another one I'm going to show you right now. But first, sweeper. Now, if you have a field spell on the field, and this is also for your groundkeeper, this is a 5. This is a 1. That's already to help you synchro summon into your 6. As well as also has the effect, if you have a field spell on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand. Only once per turn. Your Stone Sweeper. And then the last support is the Earthbound Line Walker, a level 3 tuner. This is going to help you get your field spell, or what you're going to need, I'm going to show you, to synchro and fuse on the exact same turn. This is going to help you search it and let you draw it. And yeah, it can be searched for the Stone Sweeper if you're going to discard it, or also it can be summoned out for special summon from the groundkeeper. That's all it is. So yeah, that's all the Earthbounds that came out. So then, what I also put in the deck is, okay, a bit of just 3 Earthbound Immortals. Remember, Earthbound Immortals, as long as you have a field spell on the field, you can only control 1. They can attack directly. That's all I'm doing. I'm not using all the Earthbounds, just at least 3. The Spider, the Apaku, and the Bird. That's all I'm doing for the Earthbound Immortals. And then, of course, what else do I put in that can only help me? I got no choice but to play the Kaiju engine, and that's the only Kaijus. There is no interpreted Kaiju Slumber, because that's just wiping out your monsters as well, but you don't really want to, get rid of your monsters. So you play each of the Kaijus, because yeah, it's only a little bit of the support of the Earthbound Immortals. And then what else is going to help you? So I've been wondering, what's going to help me? You know what? My only choice is the Kaijus. Put in the Kaijus. Now, since you're using a dark deck, what I also put in, my favorite dragon. And it is possible to do it. Dark Arm Dragon. Only 2, not 3. Of course, yeah. When Dark Arm Dragon came out, it was at 3. Then it went to 1 because it was just a broken dragon to use. Later on, it went to 2. And now we're back at you can use 3. Most players, they don't use Dark Arm Dragon anymore. But me, I love Dark Arm Dragon. That's my #1 favorite dragon out of all. I'm sure others, they're going to be, their favorite is Blue Eyes White Dragon, Red Eyes Black Dragon. My friend, since he plays Lightsworn, Judgment Dragon. But yeah, everyone has their favorite dragons. For me, it's Dark Arm Dragon. I tried 3 in here, too much. 1, okay, but 2, I would say, it's good for me. Using 2 Dark Arm Dragons. So that would be my tech card in here, using Dark Arm Dragon. Now magic cards, okay. Earthbound Prison is the field spell for the Earthbounds. This is how this goes. So then, when this card is activated, you can target one of the following effects of what Earthbound Prison is. Which is, while this card is on the field, negate the effects of all face-up effect monsters while it is on the field. Another, during your main phase, it lets you do an extra normal summon. Then, what it's going to be doing, so yeah, normal summon in addition. So then, In addition to your normal summon, you can only use this effect once per turn. If this card in your possession is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, and you have an Earthbound monster on the field or in the graveyard, half your opponent's life points. And if you do, negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls until the end of this turn. The Earthbound monsters can be pretty vicious, or I would say, pretty crazy for their effects. It's crazy. Earthbounds have a fusion now, so they made, of course, pretty much with the Blue Eyes deck. Ultimate Fusion, that's to do only a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Well, Earthbound's got an Earthbound Fusion, so you can fuse now. And this is pretty interesting because, okay, Earthbound Fusion, make whatever fusion. It is easy to do this. Very, very easy. Now, this is not going to help you do it in one turn, but it is powerful. Quick play. What the also effect is, what it does is you can remove this card from your hand. Well, in the graveyard, my mistake. Remove it. Then what you're going to be able to do is bring back an Earthbound monster. Any Earthbound monster. You must fuse into making a Dark Fusion monster. But like I just said, an Earthbound monster. Does not matter what it is. If you have your field spell, bring an Earthbound Immortal on the field. Think of that. Now, this is the card that's going to help you do it. Harmonic Synchro Fusion. This is for your searcher for the Line Walker, unless you have it in your hand already. Harmonic Synchro Fusion. Okay. You must use 2 monsters of making your Synchro and your Fusion. So, for example, this is like the main combo you're going to want to do. Walk and a Stone Sweeper, right? So that, if you were to Synchro, because here's your Tuner, and here's your Stone Sweeper, that's 8, right? But what you can also do in here is fuse if you have 2 Earthbound Immortal monsters, or Dark monsters, as well as also. So your Harmonic Synchro Fusion, make your Fusion, and make your Synchro. Because this will be your Synchro summoning. You're going into 8. This would be your Synchro, right? But also, if you were to fuse, this is your Fusion as well. You're doing both at the same time. Your Synchro, and if you were to fuse with this as well. That's what Harmonic Synchro Fusion does. You're doing both on the exact same time. Exact same time. That's pretty crazy. And the only reason why you want to use one is because it's recyclable. So even like Line Walker, special summon, it can also bring out from your graveyard, even if you already used it. So for your prison, or you want to go for your fusion, Harmonic Synchro Fusion. And this, you must use 2. So even if you wanted to as well, if you had Harmonic Synchro Fusion already, so yeah, 1, 5, 6, right? But you can also fuse as well if you were to use 2 Earthbound Immortals and a level 6 Synchro fuse. So a Synchro summoning to make a 6, right? As well as also some of the fusions, you need a Dark monster or 2 Earthbound monsters, which you have right here. That's to make your fuse. So your fuse and your Synchro. So like, let's say, so yeah, fuse. You need 2 Earthbound monsters to make a fusion, right? Also, this is to make a Synchro. One turn, you're doing both at the same time. That's what I love about this deck. It's just so awesome. Exact same time. So Raigeki, Harpy's Featherduster, Book of Moons, 1 for 1. Okay, I was using 3, 2, now let's go with 1. Polymerization. You are still going to be able to polymerize instantly. Now here's the interesting thing also. You can polymerize using the Earthbound Immortals as well. It's just so interesting what I do with this. Even if you like 1 for 1, which of course, yeah, 1 for 1, send away an Earthbound Immortal, fine, just bring out your level 1. And then just, yeah, there are ways to bring out your Earthbound Immortals even if you had them in your graveyard. It's just so many things you can do. Even if it's a Dark World card, but it's Dark World Ascension because, okay, quick play. Remove from play the materials you need from the field or in your graveyard to make a fusion of a Fiend fusion. You must make a Fiend fusion. You have Fiend fusions in here. So Dark World Ascension. And then Monster Reborn. And then my only trap cards first. Alright, Metaverse. Metaverse is like a terraforming, but a trap card way. Activate, search for a field spell, which is you're going for your Earthbound Prison. You can have it to your hand or activate it automatically. And then just compulse evacuation device. Perfect trap card for me. I love to do. Even if it says you have to target, alright, fine. There are monsters you cannot target, but I'm sure there are you can target. 40 cards, simple deck. As always, none of those cards because I don't like them. Let me rephrase that. I hate them. And yes, I will never play those damn cards. Alright, let's go with the fusions first. Okay. So first we go with Earthbound Servant Geo Gremlina. Alright. So, you need an Earthbound monster and 1 Dark monster. So again, yeah, here we go. So you synchro summon to make your 8. You need an Earthbound fusion and a Dark monster. You fuse as well. Gremlina, when it is summoned out, it lets you search for an Earthbound monster. Also, what Gremlina does is, when it is on the field, you can target one of your Earthbound synchro monsters to let it attack directly. Then you got the Kraken. You need 2 Earthbound monsters. Same thing what I just showed you. You synchro to make your 8. You need your 2 Earthbound monsters. And then you search for a spell card for your Earthbound Prison. That's going to let you do. As well as also, okay. So then, and it's a 28 beat sticker. It's just easy to do. Too easy. So then, if a monster is special summoned from your opponent's extra deck, except during the damage step, you can destroy as many monsters your opponent controls as possible that were special summoned this turn. And if you do, inflict 800 points of damage to your opponent for each monster destroyed. Once per turn. This is insane to me. Look how easy this can be. You can do more. And this is what, a 28 beat sticker. All you need is just 2 Earthbound monsters. Even if you Earthbound fuse, it's just too easy. and you have a good 20 beat stick. 2 Earthbound monsters, Polymerization, your Earthbound Fusion, Dark World Ascension, Harmonic Synchro Fusion. You have so many other ways. So let's say even if it were to be stopped, because they don't want you searching for your Harmonic Synchro Fusion. So okay, summon, activate for, fine, they chain Ash Blossom it, right? Who cares? I don't care. It's a fusion, polymerization it then. Or make your synchro. So maybe we're not able to do both at the same time. Fine then. They wanted to Ash Blossom to make sure, or you know, Evac no, I don't want you to get your Harmonic Synchro Fusion. Fine then, I'm gonna synchro, or I can polymerization and bring out any of these. It's too easy. So a lot of fusion I'm doing in this as well. And then my last fusion is the Servant Geo Gracia. This is how Gracia goes. You need a Earthbound Fusion and an Earthbound Synchro Fusion. Synchro Monster. It is possible to do this as well. So then, when it is on the field, at the start of the damage step, if this card attacks a monster, change that monster's attack to 0 and the defense to 0. Attack whatever monster it's going to be, it goes to 0. So think of it as this. Okay, we know Obelisk, right? 4,000 attack. I'm going to attack Obelisk. This is 3,000. Obelisk goes to 0. Slice it through. Now, of course, Obelisk cannot be targeted if you're destroying it, right? Yeah, you are destroying it, but that's by an attack. You can kill Obelisk with an attack, not by destruction of a magic or trap card. That's killing Obelisk straight like that. Slifer, okay, Slifer's effect, 2,000 or less 2,000 attack or less monsters you have on the field are going to be destroyed, right? Doesn't kill Gracia, because that's 3,000 attack. If you have 5 cards in your hand, 5,000 attack, fine. Attack Slifer. It didn't die. Slifer dies because that went to 0. They take it. I take nothing. You're going against a I don't know, Dragoon. Fine. It gains up to like what, 45? Fine. Attack it. The 45 goes to 0. My Gracia stays 3,000. I take nothing. They take all the damage. Now that's just the first effect of Gracia. Its other effect. So that's just when it attacks. Now, if a monster in your opponent's possession is destroyed by battle or by card effects, you can destroy all the cards your opponent controls once per turn. If this face up, now then as well, once per turn, if a face up card in its opponent's hand, oh my god, an opponent's leaves the field because of an opponent's card, you can special summon one Earthbound monster from your deck or from the extra deck, and if you're playing from the extra deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. So yeah, like I told you, attack Raw. Raw is at what? 6,000 attack? Fine, attack Raw. Raw goes to 0, Gracia stays at 3,000. I'll kill Raw instantly. You're going against, what is it? Super Red Nova Dragon? That's what, 4,000 attack? Alright, attack it. That goes to 0. This stays, kills it. That's just fusions. Now Synchro, okay. Geo Grim. Now I don't know why they made this Grim and then they made that one Grimlina. Like that's the girl way, this is the guy way, who knows. Anyways, okay. A 6 star. Very interesting. This is what's cool about this one. Once per, okay, during either player's turn, quick effect. Target one monster your opponent controls. Okay, target one card your opponent controls, right? Now, what they must do is, oh god, they must destroy their own monster, or you gain the life points of what the monster you targeted. So if you're going to get, they must destroy their Blue Eyes White Dragon, or I gain 3,000 life points. Your opponent chooses. I hit the Judgment Dragon. I target Judgment Dragon. Alright? Kill your own Judgment Dragon, or I gain 3,000 life points. So I would say chain before they can pay the 1,000 or blow up the entire field. That's the first effect of Gremlin. The second effect is what you can do. So yeah, rather destroy that monster or gain the life points of what the monster's attack is. Second, quick play. You can fuse. You can count this as your fuse. To fuse whatever you're going to be making as a quick play. Remove the materials you need on the field or in your graveyard. So think of it this way. Okay. Attack, quick play. One more attack. Earthbound Geogriffin. You're 8, so it's simple right there. To make your 8 and you make your fusion. Oh boy. Now what I love about Geogriffin, quick effect, you can special summon one Earthbound monster from your graveyard in defense position. Now I said Earthbound monster, right? That means if you have your field spell, bring out your Earthbound Immortal monster in defense position. Now, also, cannot be special summoned from the extra deck for the rest of this turn except fusion or synchro monsters. You are playing synchro and fusion monsters. You're not playing Link, you're not playing Xseed. If this card is in its owner's hand by possession, destroyed by battle, by an opponent's card, you can destroy one card on the field. Then inflict damage to your opponent for each Earthbound monster with a different name in your field and in the graveyard. Once per turn. You are doing destruction, you are synchroing, you are fusing instantly. There are times you're going to make a 7, but I would not use Black Rose Dragon. I would go Clearwing Synchro Dragon. It can be used for doing harmonic synchro fusion, because you do not have to make a Earthbound fusion. Just make a synchro, you know, if you're going to synchro, okay. So it doesn't have to be exactly what you're going to synchroing a Earthbound. It could synchro, so if you're doing 7, you can do 7. So synchro into making a 7, and you're still going to bring out your fusion. So don't think it has to be synchro to make an Earthbound, and then fuse to make a fusion. No, it can be anything. Clearwing Synchro Dragon. Now, Clearwing Synchro Dragon, I say it's pretty good because it's a 7. Yeah, sometimes you need 7, so don't just go Black Rose Dragon and blow up everything. No. I would not do destruction on my own self. Just like, Interpret a Kaiju Slumber, I would not get rid of my own monsters. But Clearwing Synchro Dragon is pretty good. Once per turn, during either player's turn, when a level 5 or higher monster activates an effect, you can negate that, and if you do, destroy it. Once per turn, during either player's turn, when a monster effect is activated that targets exactly one level 5 or higher monster on the field and or no other cards, you can negate that, and if you do, destroy it. If this card is destroyed, this card gains the attack of the original attack until the end of the turn. Clearwing Synchro Dragon, a bit of destruction and a bit of negations. And then there are ways to make some 8s, so use whatever 8s that you want. So me, I'm going with Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend, Flame Lord Omega, and then Berserker. So yeah, make some 8s. Doesn't always have to be the exact Earthbound Immortals. Same goes for Harmonic Synchro Fusion, like I'm just telling you. It doesn't have to be going into, you know, Harmonic Synchro Fusion. Okay, just make your Synchro. What would be your level 8 Synchro you're going to be making? I'll make, okay, the 10Y. And make your Fuse. Does not matter what Synchro you, whatever you bring out, as long as you're making your Synchro. Yeah, Synchro 28. What would be your 8? And then what would be your Fusion? 2 monsters. It's just so fun, so easy. There are times I did not have it, right? Okay. So then, Synchro. And I did have Earthbound Prison. So you Synchro into your 8. Geo Griffin, right? So quick play. Let's bring one out. Ah, not yet. Not that one. Earthbound Fusion. I still had. Okay. Earthbound Immortal Monster. Dark Monster. What is your Synchro? What you need? Okay. Kraken. You need 2 Earthbound Monsters. You do not have that. But Gremlina, you need an Earthbound Monster and you need a Dark Monster. Earthbound Monster, Dark Monster. Gremlina. Activate, search for your monster. Count this as another normal summon. Special summon. Or you can, you know what, yeah, okay, summon. Synchro. Gremlin. Now Griffin. Special summon one, right? Special summon. Just amazing what this deck can do. And then yeah, declare attacks, okay? Attack, attack, attack. Attack once more. Thank you for my friend who told me about this deck, and I just love to Synchro, and this is fusing as well. Even if you're stopped, like Groundkeeper, they don't want me getting my Line Walker or my Stone Sweeper, or I do have Stone Sweeper. And then of course, yeah, Line Walker I would go into, and then since I have a field spell, special summon, right? So they don't want me doing this. Okay, so negate, right? You have this in your hand, I'll still special. I can Synchro and I can still synchro, or let's just say you didn't even have that stuff. But then fine, polymerization. I have so many different kind of things I can do. Or just, yeah, that's, or this is all I have. Okay, no groundkeeper, no nothing. Special summon, polymerization. They already used it to stop me from doing anything. So they already possibly used it. Okay, I'm just going to redo it once again then. Or I just didn't have this yet? Fine. Groundkeeper. Now I'm going to start doing whatever the heck I want to do. What I've been wanting to do. So fine. Line Walker. Harmonic Synchro Fusion. Activate Harmonic Synchro Fusion. I cannot do it, but I could do it by this. You're going to make a 7. Oh boy. Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. Kraken. Remember, you make your 7, like if you were to synchro, and then you make your 8 because you need 2. Oh my goodness, wow. It's just a perfect type of thing you can do, and I just love it. If I had Griffin, one, 2, 3, 4, right? There are times also I've had this. Okay, 4 darks, right? I must have exactly 4. I must have exactly 3. Fine then. Activate. Special summon. You have 3 now. Dark Arm Dragon. Oh god. It's just amazing. I can't stop using this for now. A deck where you can synchro and fuse the exact same turn. And I'll admit to you this deck is cheap. No one really plays this. I haven't seen that many play this deck. It's cheap. The only thing that might not be cheap is, okay, if you have polymerization, okay, just go with the regular polymerization, unless you're willing to get like this kind of version, the way Yugi's deck or Yugi's was. I like this kind of version of the polymerization than the way Kaido was. My god. Of course, you know, Earthbound Fusion. It's just crazy. It's fun, I like it, and then I'm just telling you, even if it was stopped, and you cannot get your Harmonic Synchro Fusion, at least you have your Earthbound Fusion, and you have a polymerization. So it's like you're not really stuck. Hopefully you still got that stuff that can help you. And then just, yeah, some of them have destruction, some of them have, you know, special summoning. You have a searcher, you have tuners in here. And it's just, yeah, so interesting, so easy to do. And I love this deck. So then, hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll show you a video of this deck. I'll be speaking to y'all later. Peace.